just look at Dubai. A few years ago, if anybody told you that they will ban Nigerians, would you ever believe? If anybody ever told you that they will ban Africans, would you ever believe? Of course you won't. Because they, be Dubai that year. Dubai that before you feel closer is gone, you don't wish Dubai. Don't be Dubai that year. But then look at it. All Nigerians or Africans are running away from there. What does that tell you? I even had some clients that they were even legal stay in Dubai, that they had to deport them. They have their resident permit to valid, but they had to deport them. So if anyone ever told you Dubai will come to that extent of deporting people with even their legal this thing, would you ever believe that? No. But then they had to make that decision based on, in our endeavor, in as much as we are Jackmarine, let's try to actually make the best decision, because the reason we actually spend a whole lot of money on this process is not for benefit. It's for benefit. In as much as Nigeria is this and or that some of you, I'm not part of you people that are running away from your life. Not be who get money they stay alive. When you use all your money to jackpot to UK, which money will you use to stay alive and be maintaining yourself? So if you want to stay alive, if you're running away from Nigeria, this thing, make sure to have money, because now money they keep person alive. Even if you say insecurity, and you reach UK, there's security. No be money you go use shop food. No money you go use on eater to keep you warm. Because if you no die for Nigeria or no government, you can die in UK code because you don't have money to afford eater. And you know that electricity bill is expensive, so you have better choose your devil wisely and be pouring palm oil on it. So make sure you actually make the best decision. Welcome back again to another video you're not expecting. So guys, in today's video I'm talking about countries that has more stable immigration stability. Immigration process stability, right? Permit me to maintain some freshness. Thank you. So the thing is, I used to tell you people that before you migrate, I know immigration is not cheap. Just like some people, when I post a package, they'll say, it's too expensive, it's too expensive. Please don't be angry. How much are you expecting? Are you moving to Ikorodu? Are you moving to Ebutemeta? In fact, if you are moving within Nigeria now, you know how much you will spend. Imagine moving outside the country, and not just even on study visa and work visa. So what I'm trying to say is, before you put all your life investment in a particular immigration pathway in a particular country, make sure that is a country that actually worth it. A few days ago, I made mention of countries that you should not move to, even if they dash you should never move to. And one of the reasons I came about those countries was immigration instability. And if you guys noticed in that video, I mentioned UK, that UK is very fond of this, right? But then I said, okay, let's just leave UK, because in UK they shall know Ajewa, right? So this is a total video dedicated to telling you about immigration. First of all, when it comes to immigration, nothing is stable. In fact, when I started this immigration channel and then I noticed how I have to shoot every single thing, anything that come out. That's why I kind of chose a different niche on immigration, to make evergreen content rather than making they say this today, they said I had to opt out of that, right? So generally, when it comes to immigration, nothing is stable, nothing is static, everything changes. And that's why when some of you say you change mouth a lot, immigration go, they don't have one mouth, and you expect me, immigration queen, immigration research queen, to have one mouth? How now? How? Let me use my lip gloss because I don't understand. Please, how? It's not possible now. So immigration rule changes. Me say if I change this, there's no stagnancy. And that's why I used to tell people, when any rule come out, when any immigration process come out, please grab it as soon as you can. Grab it as much as you can. And the thing is, according to my extensive research and experience, I don't really have experience, but let me say research, immigration change mouths when people start abusing an opportunity. That is when they start changing mouths. Remember when all this UK thing and everything is because just let's use UK as a case study now, before I mention those countries. UK as a case study. When people go and study there, before they were doing postgraduate work permits, after they seized it, they see that people are not coming, they introduced it. And now, because they see that a lot of people are coming in and they want to seize it, that there are a lot of immigrants, you should be going to your house, right? That's because what? People have started abusing it. So what I will say is, anytime they say kinikon is available, if you know that it is what you want, grab it as fast as you can. As in, start the process. The thing is, it's always better to start an immigration process and then the rule should catch you inside than it should catch you outside. Because with my experience, not really experience, with my research, you know, there's this rule of the new rule does not affect people that are already inside. Just like if I increase my price, it does not affect people that I have, it affect people that are coming, right? So in every immigration rule, it does not affect the people that is there already, that have started their process. Even if you don't have all the money, at least start first and enter and shall secure your space and be chill. Even if you're not going to shall chill there and be shaking your legs, say, yeah, I shall don't grab my spot, than to stay outside and be saying, look at this new UK rule now. They say they want to scrap 2 years postgraduate work and they want to give them 6 years. So I pray they don't implement it, but even if they implement it, right, it will affect people that are coming after 2022, right? That is the people it will affect, the new people. Whereas the people that are there already, they still have eligibility for their 2 years, right? Because that is how new rule is. So generally to immigration, when somebody come and talk about kinikon, grab it before they start abusing it. Because why immigration rule changes is because people abuse it a lot. People abuse it, just like some courses too. Look at this care job now. There are some courses too that used to be in very high demand, very distinct demand and everything, and then everybody's diving right into it. You start relaxing. So that's why they say sometimes it's not good to bring things in the public, because people actually abuse it. If people that need it to, the one that don't need it. Before now, it's not always difficult to get care job in UK. Go difficult once thing. Yeah. So things in the public domain, they're always prone to abuse. So if me or any YouTuber come and talk about it and you feel like it's something that you like, right, dive right into it immediately. It's better you just shook your leg inside and just stay there, secure your spot, even if you don't have the money or anything and all of that. So I'm talking about a list of countries that kind of have more stable immigration process than this. You all know that UK is actually off our list because they change rule a lot, and that's because they have higher influx of immigrants. So of course they have to change their immigration rules to actually suit the condition of their immigration and all of that. That's why other countries actually have more stability. So the first one on my list is Canada, right? Canada has more stable immigration rules, right? And that's because, okay, let me make the list first. I have Canada, I have Germany, I have Netherlands, I have Finland. Which other country? You people say like I'm talking to from my head, right? Yeah, we have a whole lot of that. But like I've explained before, you see these countries, they are stable now because they don't have a lot of immigrants yet. Once they start getting immigrants like UK, they will start changing them out. It is normal everywhere. They set rules according to what is happening. Canada is in real shortage, like real shortage. You see them coming up with different programs. They are in real shortage. So the best time to move to Canada is now. Just like that LMI that I came to talk about, the work permitting, people don't know about it yet. It's not yet popular, right? So the best time to go is now. So if you're interested in the Canada LMI work permit and you need somebody to help you with it, I have a playlist that I started. I titled is Pay Me Packages. Just click the link in my description box. You see the Pay Me Packages. But then the one that is available now is the referral link type, right? You pay me a certain fee while I give you the agent's contact. While I give you the contact of the person doing the work permit, right? If you know you're interested, yeah. All the videos that you have to see is inside that playlist. Make sure you get yourself familiar with it. If you're interested. So this is me telling you. You see the way they've abused the UK one and everything. So before they abuse the Canada one, grab it as much as you can. And you all know that Canada process actually takes time, right? It takes time. It's not as if it's something that will come out in 1 month or 2 months. So the earlier you start, the better for you. So even if, let's even say Canada wants to wake up tomorrow and say, LMI is not viable, they will still allow people that have started to go. They will just and people that come after Kinikon. So it's always better to start your application as they ought than just stay and say, let me wait and see. Because if you are really ready to japa, you have to start making that decision now, because nothing is permanent. And for other countries that I mentioned, same applies to them. They're kind of stable now because there are not a lot of immigrants yet, right? They don't have a lot of influx yet. So no immigration, no country has any stable immigration, no country. They make those changes according to the influx of immigrants, according to the behavior of him. Just look at Dubai. A few years ago, if anybody told you that they will ban Nigerians, would you ever believe? If anybody ever told you that they will ban Africans, would you ever believe? Of course you won't. Because they, be Dubai that year. Dubai that before you feel closer is gone, you don't wish Dubai. Not be Dubai that year. But then look at it. All Nigerians or Africans are running away from there. What does that tell you? Nothing is permanent in immigration. Nothing at all. Absolutely nothing. I even had some clients that they were even legal stay in Dubai that they had to deport them. They have their resident permit to valid, but they had to deport them. So if anyone ever told you Dubai will come to that extent of deporting people with even their legal this thing, would you ever believe that? No. But then they had to make that decision based on the situation of things, based on how people have abused that opportunity. I hope you understand that. So when it comes to immigration, nothing is permanent, nothing is static, nothing is change is just the only constant, and even that change is not constant. And even me, if you see, today I'll come and tell you my consultation fee is 25k. Tomorrow I'll come and tell you it's 40k. And tell you this guy, yes, immigration safe, you know, stay one place. So if you see any immigration process that you feel like you're interested in, make sure you grab it as fast as you can, as much as you can, before they start abusing it, or before the country change mouth, because people actually know about it. I hope you understand that. So before you make any investment, try as much as you can to focus on a country that has more political stability, that you won't feel like, oh, it's a total waste of money than the rest. So like I tell people, the goal is not just to jackpot. If it's the jackpot, no, the goal is not just to jackpot, it's to jackpot with sense, it's to jackpot with common sense, because this thing is a whole lot of money. Jackpot the jackpot that your children will think and say, Daddy, thank you so much for jackpotting. Not like the one that you get to now and your mom will say, Daddy, you did not think, that mommy, you don't have saying, all those type of situation that you just make your children to be, and all of. Imagine those people that have gone on student visa now in UK. They'll be in a confused state of dilemma. Some of them, they went to borrow loan. Some of them, they sell their land, they sell their property to go and study. And you people know how I used to kick against that study abroad. You people know. Some of you have abused me because of that. Oh my God! You contact Baby when she sit down. Kekere cannot sit in the fire away. You get? I used to tell people about this your study abroad. That if you know say study, not be study where you want study. You better go on work visa. Understand? So the only people that are saving that week are people that went on work visa. And even if it's work visa that you have, the package is available. Just click the pay me packages, right? So let's be guided though. Don't waste money. The goal is not just to jackpot. Don't go and be wasting money anyhow. So be strategic in your planning and everything. So if you know you are confused, you're confused, you don't know the country to jackpot and everything, send me your CV and pay your consultation fee, and then I will act as guide. I will guide you, and every other thing like that. You understand? So in our endeavor, in as much as we are jackpotting, let's try to actually make the best decision, because the reason we actually spend a whole lot of money on this process is not for benefit, it's for benefit. In as much as Nigeria is this and all that some of you, I'm not part of you people that are running away from your life. Not be who get money they stay alive. When you use all your money to jackpot to UK, which money will you use to stay alive and be maintaining yourself? So if you want to stay alive, if you're running away from Nigeria, this thing, make sure to have money, because now money they keep person alive. Even if you say insecurity, and you reach UK, there's security. No be money you go use shop food. No money you go use on eater to keep you warm, because if you no die for Nigeria or no government, you can die in UK code because you don't have money to afford eater. And you know that electricity bill is expensive, so you have better choose your devil wisely and be pouring palm oil on it. So make sure you actually make the best decision. And another reason for Canada is like the most stable one is because another reason is because Canada, you can actually get your permanent residency in 2 years, and then your citizenship in 5 years. This same 5 years is what UK will use time to give you PR. And the thing is, when it's time to give you permanent residency, that's when they'll say, something happened, can you come? But then For Canada, in 2 years, you already know your fate. You already a permanent resident in just 2 years. In just 2 years. So tell me, is Canada not even a best option? So out of all the countries that has more of political immigration, more stable immigration process, Canada is my number 1 on the list, because the permanent residency is easy. They don't used to deny. They used to deny somebody. Not like deny somebody. Once you reach your point and all of that, yeah. And that was why I told you guys to opt for that option B, because that person, that Canadian person, like I said, is tied to the Canadian government. It does work permit, it does PR, it does express entry, it does study visa, it does service visa, it does citizenship, everything. It has it. So even after doing your work permit with him, right? After doing your work permit with him, and you're going, you can start doing the paperwork for your PR. You know, it takes time, right? And all of that. So you can see that it's actually a multi-purpose thing, just like I've told you guys. So like I say, anytime I come here to bring out a deal for you guys, it's always something that will be complete package, you know, over complete package and everything like that. I hope you understand that. So guys, thanks so much for watching today's video, and hopefully I'll see you in my next one. Bye.